Both the men and the women will hold the power to eliminate the people they're not feeling. Equality. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You already know what time it is, baby. Are you mad? Are you mad? Are you lean? Let's get into the video. You ain't got the what? Minerals, baby. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe. For those who are returnees, you already know what it is, baby. Listen, let's get into the video. We're going to be talking to you guys about Ready to Love, Season 2, Episode 2. This is when the fireworks went off. Pachoo, pachoo, pachoo. Now, I hope this video doesn't get blocked, because if it gets blocked, what I'm going to have to do is take out a lot of the videos, which means it's going to be very hard for me to evidence. I may have to do still pictures instead. So hopefully that doesn't happen, and hopefully it still allows it to be uploaded. But let's get into the video. Boom. So I want to start off obviously by dropping a little themes. I think when it comes to this particular show, I think Nina kind of just expressed something that I feel a lot of times I think happens on these shows, which is there is a general anxiety that can happen for somebody who doesn't classify themselves as a certain way. And what I mean by that is that this is a competition. Yeah, it's a dating game, but it's a competition. Some people are better off with the competition than others. Me personally, when it comes to dating, I don't like to compete for a gal. I don't like it. If I have to compete for a girl, I don't want it no more. Because I'm a person, a bit like Nina, I want to feel special. I want it to be me and you. We like each other, we see each other. That's what it is. I don't want to be competing with other goons. I don't have to, and then you shouldn't have to be competing with any other girl. Do you understand? But I also understand that when you're able to win consistently, when you're able to always draw a gal or draw a guy, you're happy to be in that scenario because you know you can do it. You can always do it. You have, I say, that the facets and the tools to be able to do so. But the rest of us, me personally, I don't really like it. When I grew up, when I was a little kid, I was the ugly kid. But that was always the friend of every gal, you understand? So I don't like competition because I never had that sauce in the face like that. Now obviously man's handsome and that, yeah. You understand? Don't watch that cuz man's got the sauce cuts. But back in the day I didn't, and that mentality still kind of rides in me in the sense of I don't want to compete for a girl. You understand? Because there's a chance I could lose. I don't like being rejected. I don't like losing. I feel that's where Nina was coming from. And I feel it's an anxiety that a lot of women feel. Obviously, you know, it is natural to want to win, right? But when it comes to love, I feel there's an apprehension that a lot of us feel that maybe we wouldn't be happy to admit. As for me, I will admit it, bro. I don't want to compete with other goons. If there's 6 other lads going after you, I automatically turn off. The reason being is because I don't want to compete with them. I don't have to compete with them. I am special, I am beautiful, I am handsome, okay? I'm an individual, okay? I don't need to compete against other guys to see who's going to get your signature first. There are plenty other women in the sea, and there are plenty other guys in the sea, ladies and gentlemen, alright? So you don't have to compete for a guy or a girl. So I get where Nina's coming from. Unfortunately, though, you're on a show, and you knew what you were coming into, so you can't come with that mentality. You got to be ready to war. You understand? But it does show us and gets us in the right frame of mind to really assess this TV show and a dating thing of what happens in real life. Because when you become aware that many people are trying to get after that individual that you like, you suddenly start to see how behaviors change. And that's what we're going to see in this in the course of the show, of what happens in real life behind the scenes, what you don't often see. We're going to see what you don't often see. Why someone goes cold, why someone starts misbehaving, why someone suddenly starts replying to your text. We're going to see that physically with our eyes and what happens, alright? Now, if I'm with ASHIMA, the reason why she's her best friend is because she's so cool, she catches banter like a guy. But what connects the guy to want the girl is that feminine energy, yeah? And not only that, she's got, her physique also is not made, the physique that she has also doesn't lend itself to being, you know, I don't say feminine, but in the sense of that sex appeal, right? So what happens is the guy then automatically says she is cool, she's down to earth, but she's like this, she's a homie, you understand? And there's a lot of women like that, you understand? And how do you break that cycle? Well, first of all, you gotta just know who you are and know that the right type of guy will not make you homie. You understand? And the moment you become, I've also said this, I used to get friends on a lot. I learned this lesson. Stop being in the blood clot. Stop allowing yourself to be in the friend zone. When someone friend zones you, there is no such thing as friend zone because you're not accepting the friend zone. Friend zone exists in the mind. If they put you in a box, It exists in the mind. They haven't physically put you in the friend zone. They've put you mentally in the friend zone. Come out of the friend zone by saying, that's cool, I really appreciate you, not about it. Listen, this is a game of hearts and a game of truths, which is this. Some people are just more desirable. Listen, chocolate biscuit may be desired more than rich tea. It's just the way it is. You have to work with what you got. So you have to understand your market. Not everything. Marmite is not for everybody, but Marmite has its market. It has its audience. You understand? Yeah? Tea is not for everybody, but maybe more people like tea than they do like Marmite. It's just the way it is, and you've got to be able to understand that. Once you understand that, you start fighting the grain of what's happening around you and saying, why is it not me? It's not you because it's just not you. You understand? Like, I know my market. When I go into a dating thing, I know my market in the sense of, I go, do you know what? I work with those who work with me. And that's fine. I have to also understand not everybody's going to like me. Maybe my teeth are not nice for the girl. I understand. I'm not beefing you. See, when you waste time trying to get out of a friend zone for somebody, you're wasting energy and you're wasting time on somebody who actually would like you. So stop being in the friend zone. It doesn't exist. You understand? It only exists because you're trying to wait for an opportunity to get to a point. You're so hoping that if I be in a friend zone, eventually I'll come out. Now, it does happen, but it's a very small, minute people that come out of that friend zone. Just letting you know. But let's now get into the video. It's going to be probably a part 1 and a part 2. But let's get into the video. But damn. I'm going to start calling this Johnny Jones rejections. Okay, let's start with Johnny Jones. Johnny Jones is that class clown. I can resonate with Johnny Jones, right? Because I know how he behaves, which is he cannot stop being himself, which is that he's slick with words. He's a salesman with the words. He's got words of affirmation. He utilizes words to open up a door for himself to then slip in. And hopefully his personality should shine bright and allow you to see a loving guy and want him and draw him in. The problem with his personality type is this. You end up going for gal that actually don't really want you in that format and that shape. Because your personality is so vivacious, it's so intriguing, it's so pleasantry, it's so nice, it's so endearing in the sense of the fact that he can lavish you with words. And listen, women want worship. Don't get twisted, listen. Women want worship, yeah, because their beauty, God has given them their beauty to be worshipped. And when I say worship, I don't want to say it in a blasphemous way, but in the sense of they want adoration and adulation. They want the words of affirmation. You understand? Shakespeare? Talk to them, cuz. So listen, yeah? They want those words to shape them and to make them nice. You understand? That's why Eve wasn't moved by action. She was moved by what? Words. And Adam was moved by what? Not words, but action. That's why Eve didn't say nothing to Eve, to Adam. She just gave him the fruit. Boom. Listen, so now, you see that he's talking to all these different women, taking them aside, and then dropping a little game, a little bit of bars, a little bit of you look good today, you know, like you're looking nice, da, da, da. And he did it several times. I'm even looking at my notes. With Peaches, I remember he did it with Peaches. He did it one with Peaches, and it was so interesting. But I'll only even take us back to the beginning now. So when there was a situation between Revis, London, and Johnny, yeah. Now, Revis, yeah, showed her hand straight away. She liked London. The first thing I saw about Revis is that her hand was so extended like this when she shook his hand. It was instantly like she was trying to become proper at that moment, yeah? She was trying to hide her nervousness, yeah? Because what happens is when you like somebody, yeah, you have to almost compose yourself, right? When you feel like somebody is a certain level, yeah, and it might just be above your level, or they make you feel a certain way, you have to almost compose yourself, yeah? When you feel like somebody's not really on your level and you might, let's say, a little bit find them attractive, you're not sweating nothing. You can behave as you want to be because you don't feel no way. There's nothing for you to lose here. Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, you're nothing. Anyone can come along like that. But when you feel like you can lose something, and when I say lose something, it doesn't necessarily, it just means normally you might become embarrassed, you might be nervous, you might be anxious, you can lose your reputation by saying something stupid, do you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to see that, right? So when she extended her hand like that, I was like, oh, okay, I see you, girl. She went and started talking to London. Yeah, and I think the thing about London, I told you about London. London's a guy, yeah. Listen, London's the type of guy that his presence is known because he's a footballer as well. His aggression, yeah, though he's not saying anything, his energy and aura is aggression. Now, as a Christian, don't get twisted. I don't deal with energies and auras in that kind of way, but I understand the way that you hold yourself is based on the way the mind works. Yeah, the mind the mind has synapses and things that travel to the body, so the body reacts in a certain way. Because he's been trained in the art of aggression by being an American footballer, yeah? The way you hold yourself and maybe the positioning you play and also the way he is, he's got a certain level of aggression. It shows itself when he even stands. Because that's the way the mind is, so the body ends up being like what the mind is. You understand? That's why you got to be careful what you think. You understand? Because so a man thinketh, so is he. So you hear it because there was a scene where what's her name? Boom, 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 boom. Where Alexxis says to him, "Oh, you're aggressive." Yeah, and I'll come to Alexxis. Well, she actually did something that was so interesting, and this is when I knew that London was really an alpha in there, because naturally what happens is when a woman feels that a man has got a certain level of aggression and headship and leadership skill, yeah, in the fact that she wants to submit to him, what she does is she backs, like she allows him space, right? So when Alexxis and London were talking, notice, yeah, London was leaning forward and talking and going da 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 da. Alexxis was leaning back. The moment CHIKA switched positions with London, Alexxis came forward, and CHIKA didn't come back. He stood his ground. The difference between CHIKA and London is that London will only take so much before he reduces this girl to rubble, and Alexxis knows that. You see, Alexxis's aggression. Well, I'm gonna be skipping past, but Alexxis's aggression, yeah, and her want for a man to submit to is like in London, because he has the ability to hold the fort and be able to tell her back the frick down, and he feels no way. He has the power to do so. You understand? Because he thinks in that way. He's not pretending to be that way. He thinks that way. The difference between London and CHIKA is this: CHIKA will take some of the crap that she gives into a point that he might snap. But at that point when he snaps, it's not a snap like London. London will say, "Listen, stop that now. I'm not playing with that now." CHIKA's will be, "I've taken all your crap now. I swear to God." Da 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 da. Boom. And it blows up, yeah? So what's going to happen between CHIKA and Alexxis is that there will be a button of heads, yeah? That he will take some crap, but then it will get to a point where he will explode. That's why he was sitting forward, because sitting forward just allows you that I'm on the attack. I'm on the attack. I'm not on the defensive. I'm on attack here. I'm willing to take a foot forward. I'm showing some type of aggression towards you. Do you know what I'm saying? And so when he did that, and she met him in the middle, what she was saying was that, "No, don't worry, listen, but I'm gonna test you. Yeah, I'm gonna test you." She didn't do that once with London. London took her away, went on a one-on-one down the road on some road, yeah, which was it looked uncomfortable. But the thing was, my man's size alone is a presence, and the size alone matched with his mentality means that he's a presence when he enters the place, blood. You have to respect it. You understand? The same way if you saw a gorilla coming in, no comparison because we're black or anything like that. Just when you saw a gorilla come in, a big ass gorilla come in, you automatically respect the space. Why? Because man's presence. You understand? So it's the same thing with London. His presence alone, you have to respect it, cuz. And then the mentality too. He's not a soft. He can be soft, but he's not soft. You understand? There's a difference. He's not a big friendly giant. You know what I'm saying? Alright, cool. Back to my guy Johnny, because I just kind of skipped there a little bit. So obviously, when just to say as well, like, you know, because Alexxis has got an attitude that wants to. She wants a man that she can submit to. When she feels that a man is not able to meet her, to be able to lead, she tries to bully. I don't want to say bully in the sense of actual bully, but she tries to assert herself to show that, listen, can't have it. You understand? Not going to work like that. But actually, she's actually softer than we actually realize. You see, something has happened to Alexxis here that has caused her to want to become so hard and aggressive on the forefront. I'll tell you why I know that. Because how can she like someone like Johnny? I'm being real. Johnny came on a soft ass tinkers. Man came in and said, "Listen, you're the one I'm feeling," and gave her a heart. Yeah. Now either she's playing a smart game by knowing that, okay, I need to make sure I stay in the game here. I need to make sure that, you know, the guy that likes me, I don't really want it. Like she could be playing that game. But I feel like something resonated with Johnny, because London is a guy that she wants to play the game with and capture the king, but understands that she actually needs a pawn. And why does that happen? Oftentimes we want a king because, you know what? sometimes pain that we've been feeling, yeah, will cause you to actually do opposite of what you really need. You see, maybe you've gone after a guy like John, maybe you've gone after a guy similar to Johnny before, but he was a douche. So in the end, you're like, I don't need to go after douches. But then you see a king like London, yeah, and you think to yourself, I need a guy that can lead me because you've told yourself a certain lie, which is I'm a certain way, and I need a guy to dominate me. You understand? Because I'll take the piss out of this guy. Why? Why would you take the piss out of some other guy? Why would you disrespect a guy? Why would you feel like you're better than a guy? Because at the end of the day, oftentimes it comes back to the thing of pain. And so you don't want to put yourself in a sitting position. It's not when someone hurts you and now you say to yourself, I will never be hurt like that again. I'll never let anyone have that power over me again. Never, ever, ever. Right? And so that's why I said, I was confused. I was like, Johnny came on a soft thing. Man didn't even really do anything that was assertive to her. Gave her a little heart thing. And then she said, and this is why I said we have to be very careful for Alexis that it's not a game. Because her comment back to him was like, oh, make sure you don't tell any, make sure you haven't brought 10 other hearts and that for other people. I was like, I bet she's playing a game here where she wants to keep this guy brother close because she knows she's been feeling him. Because before this, he was actually waiting to talk to her when Divine, I think it was Divine that was, was it Divine or London? Someone was talking to her by the chicken little stand, and he was waiting behind Alexis, and he didn't get a chance to speak to her, right? And you can see that he was trying to get her in, but then he didn't invade. Boom. I was like, all right, cool. So Alexis is interested. We have to watch her because she's going to be interesting for the show. It was interesting because, like I said, I was talking about the Johnny Jones and Reva's thing, right? And so when Johnny Jones came in, the dynamic changed, all right? So Johnny Jones came in and did what he does best. His attitude was powerful. His engagement at the beginning was funny. Like, he just got in there straight away with the funniness. Unfortunately, what happened, I know that Rivas does not feel Johnny Jones because maybe she feels like he's unauthentic, and maybe she feels like he's just playing a game, because really, when he came in, he made a little joke, she busted out, he went, oh, and she instantly understood something. Number one, he's not only funny, but he's relatable to today's society. You have to understand, whatever your sphere of relatability, yeah, is important, yeah? If you don't understand, you're not funny to that person. You understand? So no matter how funny you are, you're not funny to that person, because is something that us people that in that circle understand where comes from. So that becomes funny, right? So she started laughing, yeah? So and I think she was a bit surprised like that he would know something like that, but cool. Then obviously there was a conversation she was having between London and herself real quick. And then Johnny decided to chip in again. When he chipped in, he said something about, oh, you're in the army. And she said, no, I'm in the Navy. Now, the way she checked him let me know that she wasn't feeling him. And then she went, now that was a nervous thing, as in, like, look, you're like, you need to back up a little bit. You understand? Like, I'm not feeling you like that. And it's in her brain that's work. You see, in your brain it works, yeah, and out it comes as an action. You don't realize you're doing things. So as she did this, I could see it in her eye that she's not feeling him like that. She's automatically written him off just by doing this, and the fact that she corrected him in the same way. And I say this because there are certain things that we do when we want to put distance between ourselves and somebody else. Boy, I'm talking bears. So when you notice between Johnny and